As we go back to the Gilly Crane hotline, Gary Clark, the play-by-play voice for the York Dragons, joins us on the Gilly Crane hotline. Big win tonight for York, Gary. You scored in the final minute, right?
That's right. They scored with about 58 seconds left to go in the ball game. I tell you what, I haven't been that nervous since I've been invited to the Istanbul consulate over there.
There we go. And it's a rivalry win, not a region win. It doesn't help you there, but it's a rivalry win. It kind of gives you guys a good taste in their mouth as they go to 7-2, getting ready to close out the region next week, right?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, it could still end up in a three-way tie for that number 3 and 4 spot. But with York winning this one tonight, they would go to overall records, and York would be in the playoffs regardless. So this was a good win for York.
Oh wow! So it is it does have some meaning to it, and that's always a good thing. I know that your kids played hard, and I got to hear just a snippet. We were going on the air. I got to hear a snippet of Coach Wright. He was bragging some kids. Talk about some of the kids for York that had great nights tonight.
Well, they had got great line play. I mean, their line did a great job. Of course, they had an injury early in it to one of their tackles, and they brought in a kid off the bench. He did an outstanding job. They had to fill in a spot on defense. The kid that come in there did a great job. But Thomas Miller, of course, once again had another big game. Landrick Lefew, the landmine, he exploded for a big game tonight. And it was a good overall win, and it's a win York needed. They could ill afford to have another close loss like they did last week.
Yeah, and it kind of puts that momentum back into your huddle to kind of give you the opportunity to close strong. And on a positive note, next week when you play host to a dangerous Cannon County team.
Yeah, see, Cannon County coming in, they have to win. I mean, if they want in the playoffs, they have to win, and Smith County has to lose. So they're going to come out ready to go. That game could be crazier than Kanye's last interview. You know, it's going to be one of those situations where he may have it may come down to the last play again, and York at least picked up a win tonight in a close ball game and really found out that they could win those close ones.
Did you ever think you'd see Donald Trump and Kanye West in the Oval Office together? I mean,
no, but I found out this week that Kanye has sleep deprivation. That's what causes him to act that way, is what he said.
Uh-huh.
And I figured that must be true because I have sleep deprivation. They gave me Ambien to take care of it, so I'm in a real great shape.
Oh, well, you make football broadcasting great again. Next week you got Cannon County, and it appears to be that York should be pretty healthy.
Pretty healthy. We got the Headings boy, our jackhammer. He had a little bit of a knee injury. Didn't play a lot tonight, and we also had our starting corner Dalton Barger. And I have to call him Barger. I have to make sure I say his name because the coach pronounces his name wrong, and his parents get on to me because his coach pronounced his name wrong. But he is Dalton Barger. He had some whiplash, and he should be back next week as well. So York should be at pretty much full strength.
The coach pronounces his name wrong, so they yell at you.
That's right. I'm like the go-between.
Gary, that's awesome. I can see it happening. I get yelled at because the basketball coach doesn't play their kid.
Okay, I get that too. I get a lot of why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? And I tell them, folks, I said, you got to understand, folks, I'm nothing more than a dancing monkey. I mean, you need to talk to the guy that owns the bar.
Oh, Gary, appreciate you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
All right, see you, Dennis.
That is Gary Clark, the dancing monkey.